Hello everyone, this is Sylvia Skunk here, and today I am bringing you a video idea that I came up with magically. But I'm still going to be doing the drawing thing that I've been working on, but yeah, we're doing something different today because I got something to talk about, so let's do that. Today I'm going to be discussing the various issues that can occur in the furry fandom. Some of these I have run into, a few of them I haven't. I've put something out on Amino to see if I could get more input on it because Instagram doesn't work. So yeah, I got some responses there, which I would like to talk about. So yes, I'm probably going to be making this a few parts just because I don't like to make my videos too long, and I've mentioned that before. You guys are probably getting so tired of me for telling you this. I have no idea how many people are going to watch this video, but it's fun, so we're going to do it. Now, let's get on with the first issue. Alright, issue number 1. This is something I've run into before. It is role-playing. No, I'm not going to start bashing roleplay. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm going to talk about some issues that have to deal with roleplay. This isn't everyone. Believe me, I'm talking widely whenever I say this. There are a few people who do like to roleplay, but they're very aggressive with it, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about like people who don't really accept boundaries whenever it comes to roleplaying. And I'm kind of like back and forth on roleplay. Like, I'll like it at one time, I'll be fine with doing it, but then I kind of get bored with it, or I'm just like not in the mood and I have no ideas. And then sometimes it's like, I don't know if this is why I don't really like role-playing very much now. It's because, I don't know. It just seems like some people don't really accept your boundaries on role-playing, and it's not everyone. A lot of people do accept if you don't want to do stuff, but there are a few people that will actually get mad at you if you don't want to do something. I'm not calling anybody out for this, by the way. I'm just talking about general people. I've run into a few of them that have done this to me. Basically, if you're one of these people that like to roleplay, and somebody isn't comfortable with your idea, or they just don't really like roleplay, kind of like me, please don't push them into it, and don't try to guilt them into starting a roleplay with you, because most likely they don't want to do it, and I hate to tell you, because sometimes it's just, they just don't like it, and it's not for everyone. Just leave them go, okay? That's all I'm saying. If you do find somebody and you like to roleplay, good for you. Keep on doing what you're doing. It seems like with roleplay, sometimes you need to find the right person to do it with. I've actually roleplayed with a few people, and there was somebody that I did enjoy role-playing? There was somebody that I really enjoyed roleplaying with, but they kind of disappeared for a while. Like, I haven't talked to them since. They just kind of disappeared. I don't know, but yeah, everyone since then that I've roleplayed with, I haven't really had that connection with again. And, like, I would still roleplay, but sometimes I was a little bit uncomfortable with it. I don't know. It's just, it just depends what it is, I feel like, because I'm just not comfortable with everything. And, yeah, so you kind of have to find the right person to roleplay with. Don't try to make someone your person, is what I'm saying. You'll find them eventually. Just don't push anybody into doing something they don't want to do. This brings me to my second issue, which is sexualizing furries. No, I'm not gonna start talking about the dark side of furries. I'm talking about these people who just kind of walk into your DMs or whatever, and they're just like really creepy about stuff, which is not fun. It's really not. Believe me, it's not fun. Believe it or not, yes, there are people who find fursuits hot or attractive. Don't ask me, but there are people who might be into that. And these people will just like come into your DMs and no. These people will just kind of appear out of nowhere. They'll slide in your DMs and they'll try to get you to do stuff that you don't want to do. I have actually been asked before to send fursuit pictures so someone could save them to, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have done that. That's not good. That is not okay. I am very sorry for doing that. That's the best way I could describe it. Yeah, you get the picture. I hope, because I'm never doing that again. Like, I've been asked stuff like that. I've been asked a bunch of stuff. Like, people want me to do stuff in my fursuit, and I am not comfortable with that in the slightest. But unfortunately, it does happen, so be aware of that. Now, as a skunk, as a person with a skunk persona, I have had the honor to be blessed with creepy people that target me for the fart fetish. Yeah, you heard me right. I've got so many creepy ass messages with people like that. Let me tell you something, honey. Fursuit species does not equal consent, for one thing. I'm not sure if this happens with any other species, that like they sexualize a certain species for something, but it happens a lot with skunks, let me just tell you. It's creepy, okay? Just like fursuit doesn't equal consent, like you can't like go touch someone's fursuit without their permission, like that's not okay. That's kind of how it is with skunks. Not all skunks want to spray you, I'm just telling you. Just don't do it. Oh my god, it's so annoying. And I can just tell when these people come in. I can just sense them. I'm like, I know this person's a creep. Yeah, knew it. Yeah, that's real great. Thank you for asking me. No, I will not do that. Have a nice day. Again, don't get me wrong. I do not care if you are sexually attracted to fursuits, or you have a fart fetish, or I don't know, you have a foot fetish, because I've been asked to send like fursuit paw pictures to people, and then I got bullied for not doing it. I don't really understand the logic in that, but okay. I don't care. I don't care what fetish you have. I don't care. You can have whatever the hell you want, but leave me out of it, okay? Leave others out of it. It's really creepy. Don't go ask somebody to fuel your fetish. Please. If you know the person really well, that's another thing, but don't be a creep about it. Just please don't. It's not cute. I'm just telling you, it's not cute. Just don't do it, alright? Please. Please stop. Alright, now, my next topic is going to be about beginner artists. Also, if you're a beginner artist, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Just keep practicing. There's always room for progress no matter how good you are. Believe me, You're doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just wanted to say that. Oh god, I did not turn my phone on. Oh no! Alright, now, the reason I say this mostly is because a lot of people, with people who are beginner artists, like they're just starting out drawing furries or just drawing in general, like it doesn't even have to be furry art, just drawing and maybe posting pictures online and stuff. There are some people who are just like really mean to them, and I don't think I've really experienced this personally, but I have saw it happen to someone else and like some other people. Like just don't be rude to them. Like they're trying their hardest, okay? Like there are people that will just like bash their art style or their skill level, and it's just rude. Like come on, why do you have to do that? Like they're just trying. And especially if you're also an artist, this is a really dick move to do to beginner artists, because you were once there too, so why even go there? And if you're not an artist, you don't know the pain, so don't say anything, like really? But don't judge somebody by their art, like it's not worth it. Like these people are they're just trying to express themselves and draw how they want to, how they can, however, you know? They're just doing it because they want to, and they think it's fun. But when you start bullying them, and this happens with everything, really, if somebody gets bullied so much, they sometimes lose their motivation to do stuff, and then you might discourage them forever, and, like, I don't see a point. Just leave them alone. If you don't like their art, just go buy it. Like you don't have to be rude. So please, don't be rude to beginner artists or any artist at all. Like just leave these people alone, okay? And now for my next topic. The toxic furries. You may know these people. These are the people who will, like, I don't know. They seem like really supportive and stuff. But then once you get to know them, they're kind of rude, and like they're not really supportive at all. Like they seem supportive at the beginning, but then they'll start making fun of the way your persona looks, or how your art looks, or even the way your fursuit looks. Why? Again with the bullying, like why? I don't understand the reason to say anything. It's like, just let these people live their lives. I've actually saw that on TikTok before, like I think these were like other furries too. Like there was someone that I guess they made their own suit, and they were a beginner fursuit maker, and people were talking about how ugly their fursuit looked, and you know, like they were just saying that stuff, and I'm like, they're learning. Like, they probably love that fursuit because they made it. It means something to them. And then you're going and saying that it's ugly. It's just kind of rude, like, and it doesn't need to be said. So just don't say that stuff to people. Just give them some encouragement. Maybe constructive criticism is okay, but don't be rude about it. I've actually had people on TikTok tell me that, Sylvia, I made this suit. People were saying that her muzzle is long. And I'll admit, her muzzle is pretty freaking big. I will admit that. And the eyes are a little weird. Like, this one's open and this one's, like, squinted. I have no idea how that happened, but that's just how it looks. This is my first fursuit. And the reason her head looks weird is because I kind of used a canine base, not a skunk base. And I kind of like the whole canine look, so I tried to do that. But I also didn't have the right tools. So I actually sculpted her whole head with scissors. So her head is kind of bulky. It took me like a whole day to make this. Like, to make just the base. You don't know people's struggles, really. So if you see something that's kind of like undesirable to you, go past it. I don't care what it is. Just don't even comment on it, or give them some encouragement, or tell them it looks great. Like, because that could just make their day. Unfortunately, people are kind of toxic, and this happens in all fandoms. But the furry fandom is usually a place for people to be themselves, and for them to be accepted. But whenever you got people like this, sometimes it discourages people from even wanting to be in the fandom. And it's not good. You need to just let people live. Let them be them. I think I'm gonna be done with this video because I don't want this to get too long. So, I have a few other subjects I had in mind, but I'm probably gonna make a part 2 to this. Not tonight, but some other time. So, look forward to that. I hope that this video was helpful and maybe a bit encouraging. And, yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this video, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!